Good morning, all my itches out there. It is Monday morning in cold ass Florida, 30 degrees down here. It is the Monday after the premiere of The Last of Us, the series. I'm going to talk about that, but I want to touch on a few things before I get started. Anyway, fireplace is cooking. I'm feeling toasty. And my man cave slash stormtrooper room slash truck stop is coming along nicely. We got the ceiling in. We lost the ceiling in a hurricane. The water came through and destroyed the ceiling. And this room has been a storage for probably 3 years. It used to be my man cave, but like I said, we had to adapt. But anyway, I'm getting my room back, and we're working on it. It's getting there. And when I'm done, you will see the finished product. And this is Fred. Fred the Stormtrooper. And somebody is going to get him. He stands probably almost 2 feet tall. It's a nice size. But I'm going to give it away to some lucky person. Anyway, so to my review on The Last of Us. I'm a gamer, and I've played. My thing was Resident Evil. I used to like that game a lot. I still do. But when The Last of Us game came along, I I really enjoyed it. Like I thought it was the best zombie game I ever seen. Really, I highly recommended it to everybody to play it. Play the first one. There's two parts to it, and uh, the first part was great. The second one was even better than the first, and that usually doesn't happen. Usually, good game, they come out with a second part, it sucks. This wasn't the case. Matter of fact, I thought it was better than the first. The graphics in it are just amazing. Every frame of that game, wherever you turn, is a photograph. That's how good the artist uh, that created this game. Like the whole thing is nothing but a piece of artwork. I mean, it's beautifully done. The storyline is awesome. I mean, I can't say enough about it. But like I said, I'm a Resident Evil fan, and you know, uh, I had to sit back and think after after I watched the series. I immediately you go on YouTube and there's all these people critiquing it, like they're already like the moment. And some of it was like even before the show came out, people were putting out videos for clicks and everything. I wanted to sit there and think about what I was going to say and explain myself, because it is a rendering of the game, and I'm a fan of the game, and I wanted it. And this is just my own personal opinion. I wanted it to be like the game, follow the storyline, and they took some liberties and changed some things. And I was disappointed in that aspect, but I was happy to see the story being told in like live action film. Um, and I watched the first episode, and it's going to be like in a weekly series for a while. I don't know how many they're going to make or how far along the story they're going to tell, or are they going to, go into part two. I have no clue, but I can tell you this: it was a good show. For the most part, it stuck with the storyline. There was a few minor things that the director changed for whatever reason, and that immediately tells me I'm pretty sure I can almost bet money that the director is not a gamer. Because if he was a gamer, he would have adhered to the storyline completely and kind of kept it, the way it was supposed to be. Tommy Joel's brother, kind of the dude that plays him. He looks kind of like him, and there was a lot of talk on Joel not looking like Joel in the game, which I was disappointed there too. And they could have got somebody that looked like him, but the actor, and I forget his name, that is portraying Joel is a good actor. I've seen him in other stuff before, and so he deserves this spot, and he's going to do a good job. I mean, it was a good show. I really enjoyed it. I recommend it. If you're a fan of the game, check out the show. This one's for you, Timmy. This because I gave my man The Last of Us Part 2 because I thought it was such a great game. And I let him borrow it. And it was like almost 2 years before he finished playing the game. But I gave him the game in the end, you know what I mean? Because I love that dude. I'd do anything for him. You know this. You know this. Ricket, you know this. And anyway, so that's pretty much it is my review on The Last of Us. I am going to give away that Stormtrooper. Bam, Fred is going to go to a lucky viewer. I'm trying to build up the channel, and I'm trying, so please, if you can, pass it along, share it with other people. Like I said, man, in my tag in the YouTube channel page or whatever, I said, I'm giving you a piece of my life, and I'm for real. I'll get whatever comes to mind, stories or just whatever. I'm throwing it out there. And again, this is from my boy Craig Mack. May he rest in peace. I love that man. I miss him. And we're coming up on the 2-year anniversary of his passing. I'm going to do a special video for him. When I went and I buried my friend, his family made some t-shirts, and I got a t-shirt, one of those RIP t-shirts with his face on it and whatnot. I never wore it. It's sitting in my closet on a hanger, and it's been there since the day I came home. And when I do that tribute video, I'll put it on, and I miss him. I really do. As a matter of fact, I got a little shrine to him up here. You can check it out. Put it on my mantle. That's for you, Craig Mack. I miss that dude that much, man. But anyway, it's life, and it's ongoing, and shit happens, and you got to roll with it, and hug and love it, and you know what I mean, the people that you care about, man, and tell them you care about them, because you don't know, in the snap of an instant, man, life changes, you know what I'm saying, and we're here to touch people's lives. I really believe that, you know what I mean, and just because you're on a game and hundreds of miles away, and you think you can't develop a relationship with somebody, yes, you can. I got a lot of friends out there that I am very close to in gamer world and PlayStation land. So if you care to hit me up, you can leave a comment. I will always answer your comments. I try to stay in touch with people, because I'm a people person, and that's just how I roll. You know what I mean? I'm trying to touch other people's lives with whatever I do. And for people who have been following me, know that I had open heart surgery in May. So I'm doing better. And but unfortunately, I still got bad habits I've been working on and fighting, dealing with diet and all that stuff. But hey, that's for another time. And another thing, every video that you see, I don't sit there and take, 3 or 4 takes. This is a one-shot deal. I just pick up the phone and I just start recording, and whatever comes out, comes out. That's what it is, you know what I mean? I ain't trying to be all fake for people and show you some shit that like, oh, let me practice this or whatever, or try to make it look a certain way. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Like and subscribe or don't. I don't care. It would be nice if you supported me, and if you do, I appreciate you. I'm trying to create something here and, document my life for future reference to maybe my grandson. I got a grandson out there that I ain't seen in a minute, and that's a whole nother story with his grandmother. Uh, that's another story for real. But anyway, again, I do this in one take, and like I said, whatever comes out, comes out. You know, I'm trying to show you my life and how it go on my ongoing every day or whatever things that happen. Like, oh, and with Blue attacking his brother, it was no dog hurt in the filmmaking of that film. Okay, it was just a little scrape or whatever, and we got him out of here, and he's calmed down. But what was crazy is that, you know, I saw that dog's teeth come out, and he was like biting on the other dog, and I was like, you know, there was no blood, but definitely scared me and let me know that, you know, things can happen. You know what I mean? He is an animal, and you know, you don't take them lightly. I mean, they have been known to turn on their owners and stuff like that, and it worries me about him with that. And he's very stubborn. When I tell him to do something, he just looks at me like, you know, make me, you know. And you know, I don't want to push him to the point where he decides he wants to turn on me, because if he does, I love him dearly, but I will shoot him if I have to. And I mean that with sincerity. And I love that dog. I truly love his ass, but he scares me. That fucking dog scares me now. I looked at him like a whole different animal. To see him like that, like he just turned like in an instant. Like, you know, it's so surprising to me. And he lives with two other little dogs, you know, Piper and Gizmo. They're little dogs. He would tear them to pieces. And we go out sometimes and we leave him by himself with them, and it's always good. You know, they just hang out or whatever. And and they snap at each other here and there. Actually, Piper kind of pushes him around, but he's a little bully. Like, you know what I mean? He'll go up in a chair and kind of squeeze her out, you know, and he just does shit that makes me go, man, wait a minute, you know. But anyway, I guess that's another story that I can tell later on, little stories about Blue. But everything's okay. Nobody was hurt, you know, but we know we can't bring them two together. And, you know, maybe we can keep trying, but it's dangerous. So we're going to leave that one alone. But again, thank you to everybody who supports this channel and supports me and my friends and my family who are, you know, out there in YouTube land. Again, some lucky person is going to get this. I'm giving him away. This is the Stormtrooper Bat Cave / you know, man cave. This is going to be one nice spot. This is going to get all like blacked out curtains. And I got an air conditioning system that I ran the electric for over here. And it's going to be here. It's got heating and air. Right now it's 30 degrees. I could use that heat right now. It's kind of nippy in this room, but it feels better than it did because we put insulation in the ceiling too. So it's a work in progress. Anyway, again, this is a one take deal. And, you know, I hope you enjoyed, you know, my little escapade. Anyway, again, shout out to Craig Mack. Love you, brother. And till next time. Ricket. What?